Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of this Sunday, early Sunday evening here at MadWorldTarot. And we're going through some videos that Celt Views has on her YouTube channel. Worth going and rummaging around. She's been a real storehouse of all the old gossip and scandal and weirdness in the royal family since Meghan Markle arrived in the royal family. And we're looking today at the alleged surrogacy stories, the baby bump stories, all of the weirdness around those children. And the story that she discusses on her YouTube channel, the rumor that Prince Harry is about to tell all about this alleged surrogacy, the bumps, the fake pregnancies, all of that. He allegedly has confided in a friend that he is going to tell the truth. He believes, according to this story, he believes that the public will forgive him because he is so popular, provided he gets in first and he tells the tale from his point of view. They will all forgive, it will all be fine, everything will be lovely. According to Celt, the royal family knows what he's about to do, what he's thinking about doing, and they are now debating whether to get in first and reveal what they know, not to themselves directly, but by letting the press have it, have at Harry, basically, have a go. According, again, to Celt, the press know all. They have everything. They have medical evidence. They have witness statements. They have whatever they need to actually break the story. They're sitting and waiting. I'm wondering if this is the story that Lady C has been hinting at. I did a reading a while ago on why she has suddenly gone quiet about the things that go bump story. And I got the High Priestess as the reason, secret that she was basically sworn to keep. That's not hers to reveal, and could be because Harry is the one who wants to reveal it. So that's interesting. That's just by the way. You can go and find that reading in the Royals playlist. It's recent enough. So I want to know really how Meghan feels about this as well, because according to this video, Meghan is freaking out. The children are her meal ticket. She wants to merch them. She won't be able to if the truth comes out, of course. And if the truth does come out, via Harry, she will end all pretense of happy marriage, that they're a couple, and pretty much go cray-cray. That's my words, not Celt's. I'm just being dramatic for dramatic effect, basically. So I want to know Meghan's side of the story, how she feels about what's coming, what impact this will have on the marriage, on the pretense of a marriage, because I think we all know by now that it's a fake marriage, and they just play along with each other for the sake of their brand and deals that they may be making in the background, contractual kind of reasons with Netflix and stuff like that. And then outcome of this reading, and I've got the New Palladini Tarot on the tarot table. Sorry, it's very royal tarot deck, New Palladini. Outcome of this reading is going to be who's going to get there first, Harry, royal family, and when. Is it soon? Celt is talking about in the next couple of months, September, October, if I've heard correctly. So who, when, and how will the public respond? The British public, not me here in South Africa. How will the British public respond to the story? Royal family allegedly thinks that they're okay with the public, but maybe not. Harry believes, he's certain, according to the story, that he's okay. He's so popular, and we've seen him prancing around in Japan and now Singapore, back to his old little stunts. I'm such fun Bobby, fun Harry, being a bit weird. Some pretty weird behavior that the Royal Rogue has done quite a fun video on. Come on, cards. Cards are not ready to talk yet, but that's where we're heading today. We want to know if Harry's ready to do the big reveal and how he thinks it will go, what the royal family is doing, what the press know, how Meghan feels, how it will impact their marriage, and then who, when, and how the public, one more, how the public, the great British public, will respond. One more becomes two more. Sorry about the long preamble. I know, yeah, I've just got to get the right feeling before I can actually lay the spread out, especially for a reading like this. And let's remind you, it's tarot. It's for fun and entertainment. It's all my opinion. It's all speculation. I read energy here. I read archetypal energy because we're dealing with the royal family. And disclaimer in the box below. And we've got 3 outcome cards in this one, which hopefully I can squish into the camera. Yeah, looks like you can see everything. We've got 3 of Cups. What did we say? He was talking to a friend about this. Does he have a friend? He must have a friend more than Nacho, who I don't think is a friend anymore. I saw that in a reading, but just going along again for the sake of pretenses and deals and charities and things like that. But anyway, we're not talking about Nacho in this, I don't think. I think here with the 3 of Cups, we're talking about someone very close. It could even be a female friend that he's been talking to. It makes me wonder if it could be an ex even. Someone like Chelsea that he's been talking to and who is encouraging him perhaps. This is wild speculation. This is me going off at a tangent because I'm reading energy. And I'm seeing 3 women in this card, the 3 of Cups. And I'm wondering if it's a female friend. And I'm going through in my mind. He does have other female friends. There's that friend. Is she Vivian? Somebody or other? Let's take the heat off Chelsea. Vivian, who some people speculate was actually the surrogate. Vivian, I can't remember her name, but she's been mentioned a lot in royal watching circles. I think it's Vivian. Can't remember her name. There was speculation that she might have been quite involved in this whole story. So I'm putting it out there that it could be someone like that who is in the background of this story, the underlying energy of the story. I'm speculating, of course, for the purposes of entertainment. Let us look at the overall situation. What are we dealing with? 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This is something that needs to be put back in balance. It's a bit Shakespearean, the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, when the world is unbalanced and out of order, and the world is reflecting your own inner turmoil. And that turmoil needs to be corrected, balanced, evened out. Some debt that is owing needs to be paid, because when the 6 of Pentacles is in reverse, you have taken more from a situation than you have given. You have taken truth away from a situation. You need to give it back now to the situation. You need to tell the truth to people you have taken from. You have basically... I've got to watch my words. I can't say that word. But you've basically not been entirely honest with them. So let's see, Harry. What's Harry up to? Is Harry ready to tell the truth? The Fool in reverse. I think so, with this card. He wants a fresh start, which is the Fool. He wants to start over. But he's got a problem if he's going to start over. The problem is the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, that he needs to come clean about that imbalance. But the Fool in reverse is somebody who's going to do something very reckless. Upright, it's a charming energy of I'm having a fresh start. I'm full of enthusiasm, innocence. Off I go, tra-la-la, knapsack on my back. In the reverse, it's somebody who's about to... really jump off a cliff that's way too high and break every bone in their body when they land, if they survive the leap. It's a wild and reckless energy, something that hasn't been thought through very well, hasn't factored in all kinds of things. It's naive to the degree of stupidity, the Fool in reverse, but it is also not getting another chance. So even though he might think he can by doing this reckless thing, the universe is looking down through this card and saying, no, you can't. You're not going to be our lovely, happy Harry again. We're not going to believe you. How does he believe that this is going to go down? This is his perception of things, not the actual truth. This is how he feels it will go. It will play out. Page of Swords. He thinks he'll go through a bit of a roasting in the press, some criticism with a Page of Swords. People will have some quite harsh things to say. They'll get their pens out and start writing. But it's survivable, the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is about being, he's ready for it. It's about being wary, W-A-R-Y, braced for attack. I always say that with the Page of Swords. Somebody who's strategic, somebody who's done their research, somebody who knows trouble is brewing. They've armed themselves, they've prepared themselves, they've got their speech out. He's got his speech out, he's ready. He's ready for the clap back when it comes. And he thinks it'll be quite a minor clap back because it's a minor card. Page of Swords is quite juvenile energy. It's not a huge big deal. So he thinks that he can survive this. He can answer back. He can justify what has happened. With his speech. Maybe Spare 2 has been written. Maybe it's that kind of thing. That's a wild speculation. But we're in the realm of wild speculation today. And he could have actually written about it. And it could be ready and waiting. And that would be foolish, I think. I think we all agree that the first time round it's foolish. This would be extra foolish. But anyway, let's see. What does the royal family think? What are they up to? Ace of Cups. Very much a pregnancy card. The Ace of Cups. The first thing that came to my mind is a classic pregnancy card. Here is my Ace of Cups. But it's quite an interesting one because it's the cup of love that's being handed. They want him back. Is all I can say with that. And I know everyone moans and rolls their eyes and says, oh no, I would never have him back. But he's their dimwit has-been prince. That cup is being offered all over the place. It's a peace offering, the cup. It's an apology. It's a big apology. It's not an apology to Harry and Meghan. If that cup of love is being offered to anyone, actually it's being offered to the public. And God help them if they think that cup is going to be enough. We'll find out down here. But it's a sense of we really have to navigate this very carefully. We have to make a big gesture. A big one, a huge one, really. Some sort of peace offering, some kind of statement, some kind of gesture. Tears are in that cup. Mea culpa in that cup. It might be we couldn't say anything while the late Queen was alive because she was dying and we didn't want to upset her and that kind of thing. I don't know how that will fly. But it's very emotional, the Ace of Cups. And it's very emotional in the sense of pure emotion. It's love, pure love. So pure love going to dimwit, maybe. But love going to the public. Please love us. Please accept this cup, this apology, this dove, this bird, or this peace, this lotus flower, everything. You still have to love us. And we've got, of course, all the cups there. We've got the King, who is a water sign. We've got William, who's a water sign. Pretty much all of them are, the men anyway. I'm feeling very stressed when I look at that card as an energy reader. Not the card I was expecting, I have to say. But tarot does take you by surprise. That's why we read tarot, to see what in our blind spots, what we're not really seeing, what universe wants us to see. Universe wants us to see that card. So see it we do. What about the press? What are the press sitting on? What are the press ready to be unleashed with? They got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They got it all with that card. This card is a timing card. The Wheel of Fortune. A lot of people talk about divine timing when they see the Wheel of Fortune. It's the great wheel in the sky that turns through the ages, really. It's karma. It's great ages. It's being up one moment and down the next. And the press is really the agent of that change and being up and then being taken down. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The press is standing by to take Harry down and Meghan. Mostly we're talking about Harry here, who is our fool so far, and our little Page of Swords here. Royal family is, oh dear Lord, what are we going to do? And the press is sitting, major arcana. They've got all the power. They've got all the aces. They hold this in the palm of their hand, the press. So far, silent, because they're waiting for the right time with the Wheel of Fortune to drop the story for maximum impact, maximum clicks, maximum effect. We thought we were going into some quiet times here with this royal story. It doesn't look like it. But let's move on to Our Lady who was pepped outside the dentist's office. I see that there's a speculation that she was at marriage counselling. It was a dentist that she was pepped outside by all accounts. Dentist's office there to have new veneers or veneers fixed, and wearing that little patchy thing for anxiety, stress at the dentist. So it seems to be the truth of that story. But how's Madame? How's she reacting to the idea that her husband might just be ready? Ooh, 5 of Cups in reverse. This is epic 5 of Cups. This is not just 5 of Cups upright. It's 5 of Cups gone exponential, of woe and regret and suffering. We've got 3 cups dropped in the front. We've got 2 cups behind. 2 cups were probably the poor children in this story who are completely ignored. Nobody's paying them the blind bit of notice. I shudder to think. Makes my heart almost stand still when I say that. She's focused on those 3 cups, the 3 spilled cups. This is interesting that we got 3 spilled cups here and we got 3 of Cups underlining. Just a strange association. Make of it what you will. I just somehow needed to point that out. Friends that maybe are betraying her. Maybe it's somebody she thought was a friend. Could even be somebody like Eugenie who's saying, yes, you need to tell the truth now. Because I think she's over it as well. So we got speculation about who these women could be, and I've now come up with 3 potentials. I'm not singling any of them out as the culprit or the friend that might be the confidant in this story. I'm just suggesting people like that, and Eugenie has now popped up for me as one of those possible friends. But she is very upset, very worried, very depressed, could be drinking or medicating in some way for anxiety. Her cups are all spilled, her life is ruined. She has lost the castle that's in the background there, and separated from them, banished even with that 5 of Cups. It's a weird energy that's just more than just the 5 of Cups. I'm getting 5 of Pentacles in with the 5 of Cups there. That kind of energy of isolation, abandonment, regret. The 5 of Cups is a great card of regret, remorse. Shouldn't have done that. I don't know if she's capable of thinking that, but possibly here she is. So because we've got the 5 of Cups, let's see how's this going to impact the marriage? What's she going to do to has-been? How's she going to react? We've got the Emperor in reverse. You're out, old Emperor. You thought you were the big cheese in the marriage, the Emperor. No, you're not. She's going to take him down a peg or 2. We'll try with the Emperor in reverse. Emperor in reverse is also ego. It's a narcissism card. It's toxic ego. Normally people say toxic male ego, like the Empress in reverse is toxic female energy. But she's going to do her level best to have a go at him and his image and his reputation and take him down. And there's all kinds of ways she could take him down, and people are speculating about things like that. Why, for instance, she covers herself from head to toe when she goes out in public, and there's things like that. I'm not going to talk about that here. But I'm sure you know where I'm heading. Speculating, of course, but there are ways that she could utterly ruin his reputation if she felt like it. And it looks like she's going to have a jolly good go, according to the energy of these cards that I am reading. Outcome: who, when, public response. So who's going to get there first? As it has been, the press, the royals, Meghan. Who's going to do the actual big reveal? I got the 2 of Swords, and it's in reverse, and that's somebody that's at the moment of making this difficult decision, and this somebody matches that somebody. This somebody matches that somebody. Harry. Looks like it's going to be Harry who's going to actually come out and tell the truth. This is literally a card when it's in reverse of you've got a difficult decision to make, you've found yourself at a turning point in your life, you have to act. You have to do something that you've been putting off because it's difficult, it's unpleasant, it's not going to go down well. He knows it with the Page of Swords. He's braced and ready, but he's ready to do it with that Two of Swords. Interesting. When? How soon? Something he's been thinking about for a long time. How soon? We've got the Three of Pentacles. Well, the Three of Pentacles in literal tarot would mean 3 years. So it could be a long wait. But Three of Pentacles, I've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. That more tells me he's been thinking about it for 3 years. It's been on his mind. And that 3 years would be while they've been exited, that he's been thinking about it. We've got a 3. It could take us out, in terms of 3s, it could take us 3 months. Worst case scenario for those of you who are just dying to get this all over with and the truth out there, literally 3 years. But I don't think so. I think because it's in the reverse that we're talking about the past now. Sitting and thinking about this for 3 years. He's been wrestling with this decision. I think this decision is ready to blow. Two of Swords. It's more like an autumnal energy. Swords are autumn, which would take us September, October, Northern Hemisphere. I'm reading about Northern Hemisphere things here, not Southern. Getting that to, even though Swords are traditionally weeks, we could be heading into more like 2 months. I'm getting 2s and 3s, basically. Basically, that's what I'm getting. Tarot timing notoriously bad. I just thought I would ask the question and then we can do some speculating with it. But how's the public going to react to this news? They're going to forgive? The Seven of Wands it's an energy of being embattled. Somebody who is going to have to stand against a barrage of attacks. They're not going to like it. They're not going to like it at all. It's not Tower. It's not death. It's not Ten of Swords. It's not those terrible things. It's going to be a rough time from the press, from commentators, from, as I say, a barrage. It's somebody who's having to stand firm while under attack. With the Seven of Wands, they're not going to say, oh, we forgive you, we love you. There's no cups here. It's not Two of Cups. We adore you, we forgive you, don't worry, it's all fine. They're cards that tarot could have given me for that. This is not it's all fine. This is you've done something and now you're going to have to stand there and defend yourself. It's a card of defending yourself against very justified attacks with this. People are really going to be pushing at him. It's him. It's his energy. I don't think royal family. It doesn't give me the sense of the royal family. If the royal family was going to go down because of this, I would have got the death card with death riding on a horse and trampling down a king and a queen, and at the end. But I didn't get that. I got more PR, press, publicity, news, mocked in late night chat shows, comedy, South Park. That kind of thing is going to be a relentless assault. But because it's wands, and we're talking about timing, wands move quite quickly. They are the fastest moving energy in the tarot, wands. This would be very quick and like a flash of news. He's got to stand there and survive it. And then the story moves on to something else. So this isn't ruin and devastation, sadly, for those who think, myself included, that he deserves some ruin and devastation. This says, I'm going to have to stand there and stay strong while they have a real go at me, and they are going to have a real go. They really, really are. Will they forgive him? Let's ask. Will they forgive him ultimately? Or is this always going to be a stain on him? He's going to obviously blame wife and say, I didn't know. Will the public ever forgive Harry? Will he be back to popular? Or will this always stay as a stain on him for the 5-hour tarot reading? Which I've got to upload. Having trouble with uploading, you might have noticed it. Cable has been cut to South Africa, our high-speed cable. And so we're having a bit of trouble with our internet. I'm going to put these too many cards came out. One more shuffle and then we're going to call it quits if we don't get a clear answer. Public, will they forgive him, Harry? Is this... I've got two. Let's have a look at them. See what they are. I've got the 2 of Pentacles and I've got the 8 of Wands. This is drop the ball. Our juggler who's dropped the ball, who's overwhelmed, who's made a boo-boo. But he's going to be working very hard on rehabilitating himself as PR after this. It's not a forgiveness card. I'm moving from the 7 here of rods to the 8 of rods. So I'm going to stand while everyone hurls insults at me and accuses me and attacks me, and then I'm going to get really busy with my PR to try and rehab myself. We'll see how that goes. I've looked at that before in readings. It doesn't look like he's going to be particularly successful, but I think in his mind, he's heading to King of Wands, King of Rods in his mind. We'll check that out, but yeah, that's it for now. It looks like it's coming, and from him. That's your reading. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Possibly not tomorrow, busy tomorrow evening, but probably back on Tuesday.